welcome to me trying to attempt to use some of HB Body's tough liner on the underside of my car. Let's see how it goes. Yep, so we're going to attempt to try and do this. Never done it before. Done U-pole stuff, under stone shit. Seems to be in a very similar method. You just got to mix it, use masks, very good ventilation, all that sort of stuff. Please read the instructions on how to do stuff properly. Don't just completely follow me. This is just more of a an idea of how well I've done it and how well I've buggered it up. So learn from my mistakes. So yeah, let's just go through some of the stuff I've got and we'll see how we do it. Okay, we've got our tough liner, we've got our hardener that goes with it, we've got our paint that we use to tint it because it's tintable, so you can get it to match your car so you don't have to overspray it. That's the idea. As I said, never done it, so it's all a big learning curve. Got some gloves, good mask to help protect me from dying, which I don't really want to do, but you never know. And cheap gun that I got off eBay that just come with some other stuff, so hopefully it will do. We'll just, as I said, it is what it is. So primer that can get out of the way. Got masking, got gloves, got some knives. Got no paint mixer, but that's just me. I'm just gonna have to do it manually. And yeah, so I think what we've got to do is read the instructions. Take one of these, add some. I'm pretty sure I double check that's the correct amount to go with it. Give it a good shake, then we add top coat, give it a shake again, and then away we go. So we're going to put the mask on to do all this to start with, and yeah, let's see how we go.
Well, that's it mixed up. Let's give it a go, I guess. Yeah, what else do we do? I'll just do a bit near the tunnel. If it goes wrong, it's a good area to test under the exhaust. I think it's trouble is I mixed it with the gun in, so the gun's full of gunk. Okay, one can ain't enough, so I'm going to have to mix up some more. Another can. Anything left over, we'll do another coat on the underside to protect it. Yeah, bit of a shame, but hey ho, one coat's never enough. Alright, second one. Let's do this. I'm going to move you guys back a bit. Can't really see much, I'm afraid, sorry. Well, 2 bowls is what you need. It gives you just plenty. You can get another good second coat on. So we get out of here and we come back when it's dry and have another look.
Well, come back after an hour or so and it's dried. Oh, it's getting there. Yeah, it's touchable. So yeah, oh, damn it, missed a little bit. Bloody thing. Touch some of that up with a bit of green paper if I'm really bothered. So yeah, you can see that's the sort of texture. I was at sort of 40-50 psi. Just to give you an idea of what the texture is. And I think me sanding down those runs has helped. I can't see sort of any runs that have come through. That's a lot better. That straightness down there, it's not too bad now. A little bit there, but Christ, I don't want to be too perfectionist. So at the moment that looks good. I'll have to obviously roll it over at some point and see if we've missed anything. But yeah, what we're able to do now is run fuel and brake hoses, and then the rear subframe can come in because that's all done and painted. And so yeah, it's nice to see a bit of almond green on there finally. Yeah, a little bit light on some places. Yeah, so 2 bottles definitely did it. Gives you adequate stuff, gets a good couple of layers on stuff. But hopefully that will now protect it and add good value to the car, I think, because you know we've gone up all inside in the inner wings and everything. It's all properly nicely stone chipped, all in there, and good stuff, that load bed. So yeah, highly recommend doing that. That worked out pretty well compared to well, it worked out well before you're just using normal stone chip, but it's great dyeing that. It's like tintable. I was able to just bang it on and it's all painted. So yeah, that's looking really nice. Feels good just to get to this point now. It's feels like we can start putting things back together, get the thing back on its wheels, and yeah, you can see that's the front. Yeah, a bit of just crack in there, it's just come apart. Alright, but yeah, not bad at all, not bad at all. That hides all my dodgy welds as well, doesn't it? So that's good as well. So anyway, hope that entertained somebody. That's really good. I'm really pleased that I've got a bit of colour on it now. Let's spur us on to try and get this thing onto 4 wheels. And yeah, all good. Alright, cheers guys, enjoy.